Now, in other news, South Korea's economy is estimated to have grown over 1% in the second quarter of this year. And this is quite the dramatic turnaround from the previous quarter when GDP actually shrank and did so by the largest amount since the 2008 global financial crisis. For more, we have our Dami on the line for us at the Bank of Korea, where this information is coming from. Dami, tell us more.
Hi, Mark. South Korea's GDP grew by an estimated 1.1% in the April to June period. According to Bank of Korea, the figure marks the highest on-quarter growth since the third quarter of 2017, when the economy grew 1.5%. The country's economy increased at an annualized rate of 2.1% in the second quarter, also marking the highest growth since the final quarter of 2018.
Okay, so it could have been worse, but the latest 1.1% figure you quoted from the Bank of Korea is still below the central bank's estimate, which was 1.2%. That was the goal, right?
Right, and it's not all good news because the previous quarter's figure was so low, and also because the growth was partially caused by the government's increased consumption on healthcare benefits. The government consumption increased by 2.5%, which is a huge jump from the previous 0.4% increase in the previous quarter. Exports in the second quarter increased 2.3% from 3 months earlier, thanks to increased exports in motor vehicles and semiconductors. Imports also went up by 3% owing to increased imports of machinery. Facilities investment grew by 2.4%, led by the growth of investment in transportation equipment, but all these numbers are not as good as they seem. Exports only rose by 1.5% compared to the same period last year, and facility investment, in fact, dropped by almost 8% compared to the same period last year. Real gross domestic income, GDI, decreased by 0.6% compared to the previous quarter because of the worsened trade terms. While with exports on a steady decline since last December, analysts note that it will be a challenge to reach the central bank's economic growth forecast of 2.2%. And under Japan's export restrictions, the country's economy in the second half of the year may get worse. The Bank of Korea said it's too early to comment on the country's economic growth, but it will carefully monitor the U.S.-China trade war as well as Japan's latest export curves. That's all from me, Mark.